Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about No Nonsense November and 30-day challenge, day 6 today. How are we going to use this to supersize and grow your business? Let's talk about it. First and foremost, today's challenge is all about boundaries. Boundaries, do you set them, etc.? How do you put them? How do you use them to create the freedom that you want in your business? And also to create more space and peace of mind in your business, right? But first, since I forgot to in the Be a Better You Annual Challenge, I'm going to share right here. Today's, both the card and the Wayne Dyer topic that I randomly pulled are about control. And we'll talk about this month as well. Controlling the things we can control and letting go of the things that we don't have actual control over, and not wasting our time and energy on trying to control things that we don't have the ability to. And Wayne Dyer says, either you have control or you don't. If you do, take control. If you don't waste your energy on worrying about it. And then the card I pulled was, I have complete control over my own thoughts. And let's be honest, bottom line, the only thing we really ever have complete control over is our own thoughts and our own actions and our personal type impactable things. So I wanted to share those quickly because that's one of the habits and one of the things I'm doing throughout the whole challenge. And I wanted to remember it and I forgot. I might just comment. I think I'll comment them below on the post. So today, boundaries. How do you set boundaries? And I do it by setting expectations in my business. You know, for our businesses, setting boundaries might look like you create an onboarding process that helps, if you're an online business, this makes sense, that prevents attention creep and scope creep. Because a lot of times in our businesses, depending on what kind of business you have, we say yes to people over and over again. And we just keep adding things and adding things and adding things till we're running ourselves ragged to do the things that we said we're going to do. And we don't have any energy left for the things that we really want to do and that are for us or in alignment with what it is that we want to create in our business. They call that scope creep online and in agencies and in coaching businesses and things. I call it just not having boundaries and letting your energy leak out or pour out on things that aren't in alignment or aren't for you. So boundaries actually create peace of mind for me and energy. They save energy. They help us to create freedom and peace of mind and have the energy to focus on the things that we want to focus on. So there's this thing that goes around, and I don't buy into it. It's like this whole scarcity mentality thing that if you don't jump on my bandwagon and my product right now, you're never going to have another chance to in the whole wide world. And I get it from a marketing standpoint. You want a sense of urgency to help people make decisions if the thing is right for them. But it's so overused that it's almost insulting. If you've got real scarcity, if you've got a mastermind that or an inner circle that's capped at 50 people and you've got only 2 spots, then that's true. You've only got 2 spots. And if people want that and it's for them and they have the 25 to 100, 250K to put down, more power to them. But if it's not for them, don't act like it's never, ever going to open up again and you're never going to have a mastermind or you're never going to have an inner circle again, because you know you're going to, right? Nobody's going to say, no, I don't want your $50,000 a year, people, because there's one more of you or something. So that's just a personal prejudice, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so just because, and there's another thing that goes around, and that's the every yes means you're missing out on every other opportunity that you didn't take advantage of. And I think this is kind of poppycock, and it's looking at things half-ass backwards to me, because it's not true, right? Because there's opportunities. There's literally infinite possibilities and opportunities around all of us all the time. We'll see the ones that are for us, and sometimes we'll say yes to them because it's in alignment with everything else that's going on in our life right now. And other times we'll say no because it's not in alignment, or it's not for us, or it's not the right time. It doesn't mean, I say this all the time, no doesn't mean never. It just means it's not a priority for me right now. And we can say that. We can say no without having to explain it. But because people should be getting to the point where they understand, if you say no, it's not personal. It's just not for you right now. Protecting our energy protects our ability to choose and do the things that are really for us right now, right? Because we can only act in the present moment. So what are we going to do about this? we're going to look at our boundaries today. Now, I believe that with respect to businesses, I am very clear about what my boundaries are because I've had to learn that the hard way. And what isn't going to be a yes or a no for me. If it's in alignment with my core values in each of the different areas and aspects of my life and my life framework goals, my long-term legacy goals, then I'll say yes. If it's not, I have to say no right now. Because if I don't stay focused on my goals and objectives and my vision of what I want for my life, who's going to? No one. It'll just drift and get all convoluted. And that I let that happen sometimes for a very short period of time, but it always feels wrong and off for me. So what are we going to do for a challenge today? We're going to, number one, ask ourselves, how good am I at setting, not only setting, but communicating the boundaries? Because we can set a boundary in our mind and then never tell anybody about it. And if we do that, guess what? Our boundary will get pushed and pushed and pushed until either we give up on it or the people or the things that are trying to push on our boundaries give up on us. And so today, think about the boundaries you've set in your business, if you have set them, and pick one that you know needs a little tweaking and recommunicating. Share that in the comments below so we can all learn from one another. I think mine is going to be, I'm going to do the same one that I picked for the Be a Better You Annual Challenge. Social media interactions. And because I think that is the vast majority of the things we do on traditional social media are a time, energy, and life suck, and that I don't want to participate in those anymore. So that's going to be mine. Share yours in the comments below. If you need help with any of this, if you've got some comments on boundaries, please share them. If you've got some stories and experiences with boundaries, how they did or didn't help you, share that as well so we can all learn from one another. Have an amazing day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow with day 7 of our No Nonsense November. Let's take a sneak peek at what the topic is. Oh, I'm not going to tell you. It's a surprise. All right, have a great day. Be with you tomorrow.